Hi, I'm Captain Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
You know, with these cold fronts coming in, these deeper channels of Rincon, live mullet has been the ticket. You can catch your trout all through these deeper guts right now. If you got shrimp, well, they've been a lot of little black drum hanging off through these deeper guts. These railroad ties up against the Nueces Causeway. Just be real careful. On low tide, you can kind of see them if you get up a little higher. Live mullet has been the ticket on these bigger trout, especially right now. Just work them slow. If you find fish on one, just kind of work around that railroad tide. Them fish move to one side or the other, especially with the north wind. Well, get upwind from it. But a lot of good fish out here in front. There have been redfish through here. There have been good numbers of trout. The old RV out here in front. There's some rock structures through here. Been getting mangrove snapper. If you got live shrimp, just free line them with the smaller hook. Find these rock piles right here out in front of the old RV park. Good fish hanging all through this area by the causeway right now. Even the pilings on the causeway. There have been, especially at night with the lights, the trout have been working all these pilings working through here. So if you want to venture out at night, this is a good, safe place to work underneath this causeway. And there, you'll find the trout, a lot of good fish working all this causeway, especially right now. If the tide has gone out, work this rincon like I was saying. Stay in this deeper water, this deeper channel. Work the edges. And you'll come around this bend. There's some oyster reefs out here. And if you'll get some live shrimp with a popping cork, or if you got live mullet, you're going to find trout, you're going to find redfish, and you're also going to find them black drum. Them black drum are also working right now. So you can just work it on down. If you get back here in this back pocket back here, especially on a low tide, if you got live mullet or live shrimp, you're going to find them redfish and trout working through here. The seasons are changing. There's more fish coming into our bay system right now. So just take your time. Look for the bait. That's the main thing. If you find bait, you're going to find them fish. They might not always want to eat, but if you hang with it and just, be patient, you're going to locate them fish and you're going to wind up getting you some fish in the cooler. So take your time. If you don't know where you're at, just kind of go slow. Get your orientation. Stay in these deeper channels. And once you do learn this area and learn where the reefs are at, you're going to be able to find these fish. Main deal is look for your bait. If there's bait, there's fish. So take your time. Start scouting. You're not going to learn all the baits in one trip. So it's going to take multiple trips. But as long as you know what you're looking for, that's your bait. Know what your current's going to do, and you'll be able to locate your fish. If you're coming out of the marina, all this edge along the rocks through here, through these jetties, the openings, there have been a lot of good black drum. I've been using just a lead head with just live shrimp or dead shrimp. Work these openings. That's the main deal. There have also been mangrove snappers working these rocks right now. There have been good numbers of trout on live shrimp through here. You'll catch your occasional redfish, your slot reds. If you don't get them within, 15 minutes, move down 100 yards. But the main deal, what I've been doing is I've been just working each one of these entrances. Spend about 15, 20 minutes. Live shrimp seems to be the ticket over here on this side. And I've just been bouncing around. 1 minute I'm working the outside. Then I'll come in, work on the inside. It's a little shallow on the inside, but then black drum, they like it that way. So get you some live shrimp. Easy to work these areas around these bulkheads. And you can work it all the way down to the Lexington. Lexington right now up against these rocks. There have been good numbers of trout through here. There have been also some mangrove snapper mixed in with some black drum. So once I get done there, if the bays aren't too rough, I've been coming out and working these gas wells all out in Corpus Bay. There have been bull redfish. There's been good numbers of redfish on these platforms out here. There have been big black drum. There have been mixed with smaller black drum. But mainly I've been catching a lot of sand trout, a lot of speckled trout. Just been going from one well to another. Get on one well, work it all the way around. Put that fish finder on and troll around them wells. And when you find that big bulk of them fish, that's the side that them fish are going to be on. So early in the morning, later part of the evening, that has been the ticket out here on the wells. Like I said, if you're not very familiar with it, make sure you pick a calm day. Corpus Bay can get pretty rough pretty fast. So take your time, pick a good day, and get out here and start exploring. These wells are producing fish, especially right now. The more the winter comes on, the more the fish stack up around these wells. If they're not right up on the well, and especially if it gets a little cooler, them trout will get out here in this mud for warmth. So you can get off that well 200 yards, and you're going to find them trout. Just find the different contours of the bottom. That's the main deal. If you go from 12 foot to 9 foot, work that area because there's fish on it. If you're coming out of the Causeway boat ramp, also been running all the way over here to Ingleside. There's been good fish, especially on these new docks they've been putting in for these refineries. There's a lot of structure through here. I've been putting a weight right on top of the hook, getting live shrimp. We've been catching redfish, good slot redfish. We've been catching speckled trout. We've been catching sand trout. Been getting mangrove snappers all through here. There also been a few flounder through here. But like I said again, they did close the season on your flounder. So from November 1st through the middle of December, you can catch them, but you cannot keep them. No flounder can be kept during this season. Right now, they did shut the season down, so no bag limits. But a lot of good fish working all the way back to Kiewit and just working these rocks and these bulkheads. Depending what that current is doing, heavier the weight you want to go. This is all deep water over here, so if you need to put a 1 ounce weight on, all the way up to a 3 ounce weight, just depending what that current's doing. But there's still a lot of good fish working all around Ingleside. If you're looking for them redfish, I've been getting live mullet. Live mullet's been the ticket here right now. And I've been working up real skinny, working all this edge up against these islands. Some places got a lot of shell. If you find that shell bank right through here, them redfish have been working early in the mornings, middle part of the day. So just stay on this edge, work it for about 20, 30 minutes. And if you don't get them, well, move on down another 100, 200 yards. The outside right now, a lot of shell bank around these rocks right through here. There have been speckled trout. On that, I've just been free lining mullet, live mullet, or live shrimp. All these rocks right through here on this bulkhead and jetties right through here. Been holding good fish. Also been coming down. There's a shell bank on this bend with some nice little sandbars through here. There have been redfish working all this edge right through here. If you can find live perch, cut them fins off them live perch and send them out. Them redfish cannot resist live perch right now also.
Thanks for watching. I'm Captain Monte.